Welcome back to Eulogy. This is session 6. Let's get moving along here. What happened last session? Well, not too much exciting stuff, to be honest. It was a shorter episode than normal. Oh, and I put the right set in here, so now everything's nice and compact, and I don't have to fish around for everything. But yeah, so last session, not a lot happened. We had yes. Anyway, we left off. We were in a safe house. We found a book. They gave us a bunch of info about the city. We figured that Nora might know where the ghouls that we're looking for our friend are. Yeah, so we've established a rudimentary sort of scenario going on. We got a hiding spot. We're no longer living in Eddie's apartment, so we should probably change his relationship if we haven't already. Oh yeah, we already did that. He's a friend. He is our friend. I think that's that's nice. We have a friend, Eddie. Poor Eddie, long-suffering Eddie. Yeah, we filled out the rest of our sheet. We filled out everything, so we have the full city to work with now. Yeah, so we're gonna figure that out. And yes, our goals currently. We'd find the missing ghouls. We'd create a source of income. Yes. But we need a connection that is expertise. I think, as it is, we need to put a call in to see if we can talk to Nora. She might know about what happened to the ghouls, because Nora might know, because they were looking into what the Queen wanted with Nora. They were probably following her. So, session 5 goals. Talk to Nora. 2, get an expertise ghoul. So I think the first thing that Celeste here, what she's going to do is she's going to make a call. She's probably going to try and call David again, because while we're in debt to Lyla and Lyla doesn't like us, David is a bit more neutralish about us. So this is going to be socializing only works if we're in nightclubs. Well, we did find him at nightclubs, so maybe that why don't we actually just head over to the Velvet Go-Go, and it's not far from here, and see if David's there. And I'm going to call this, I'm going to call it likely. This is like his haunt. 25, so that's a yes, so he's there. So, Celeste puts on her, a nice, probably just like a dress. Like, I don't know, some sort of clubbing dress with like a crop jacket on it. She goes to the Whiskey Go-Go, and we see if we can find David there, and we see him, and we approach, and we're gonna make a socialize check to see how this goes, and we get a +1 to see how it goes. And we could magnetize him again, but I feel like if we keep doing that, he's going to try and murder us. Let's see if Lila's with him, because I feel like that's also likely. 72, so yes, Lyla is there. Fuck. So Lila's with him, and we're gonna... So I think we just hang out, find a place to sit, sort of watch, wait. And when the time is right, you know, when Lyla goes off to like feed on someone or do something else, we're going to approach David and try and just get a little bit of information out of him. So that's a 7. Oh, let's reroll that. 7 and a 5, 6, 13. And where's our... Nope. Game book. Oh, which I did finally tie the pages together. So that's fun. Nope. Okay, so flat success, take benefit of stylish success, pay the price. So stylish success. I want to say overcoming an obstacle vaguely. So we're gonna get a rush, and he answers our question, but we pay the price. So let's pay the price. 16, or actually, wait, no, 6. Separate from something or someone, lose rush. Okay, so you're separate from something or someone. So we go to talk to him, and all right. So we go to talk to him, and we go, hey David, it's Celeste. Do you remember me? He's like, yeah, I remember you. All right, cool. I have questions that I need to ask Nora, and Nora is like detained. Nora's detained for an indefinite time. So we can't talk to her. And then I think at this point, Lyla comes back. And we'll make a quick socializing check to see how that goes. 6, 7, all that. Ooh, that's an 8. That is an 8. That is a fail. Yeah. Yes. And then, 55 on pay the price. Collateral damage. Actions has caused collateral damage. What's... Oh, I think I know it's easy. We'll just take one from Clarity, because Lyla clearly comes up to us and like, oh, yeah, your little friends? Yeah, you won't be seeing from them for a long time. So Nora's detained for an indefinite time, and Lyla just kind of punks us about it a bit. And then I think at that point, we kind of take our leave, because we're just like, we're not dealing with this. And I think Celeste chooses to move on to the next goal she has for the night. Forgot to take a blood for the day. And I think what she actually needs to do is she needs to feed. So we need to go hunting. Luckily, we're in a nightclub. So let's do that. Hunting. Ambush, seduce, manipulate, charm. So, +1 socializing. Yes. And that is 13. So we feed, gain no rush. And then feeding, we have to roll with soul to stop at the right time. And that is also 13. So we lose 1 rush, we gain 3 blood, which is good. Yay, back up to full blood. Drinking from people at a nightclub. It's a fun time. So, I very much envision it being like Celeste kind of just chats a guy up. They go to the bathroom and she like just leaves him kind of stupid in the stall. And I think at this point Celeste leaves the nightclub and goes looking for some street individuals, we'll say. So let's roll up busy street, see if there's any good ambiance. 2. Siren echoing from another street as we walk out, 78. Music escaping from a hurried passerby's headphones. All right, so we're gonna do some oracle stuff. Does there look like there's anyone that is dealing drugs? 80. Oh, call it 50-50. So no. Shit. Okay. Does there look like there's anyone that's a criminal? Yes. Okay, so he's not dealing drugs. Okay, so there is a criminal outside the nightclub. It doesn't look like there's any drug dealers, but he definitely looks like a criminal. So probably just a guy and his crew having a good time. And I think this is where we're going to use some magnetism to basically acquire an asset. So we're going to spend the blood. And we're going to target this guy, and his name is names 14. Anthony, and he is an experience base 31, tech savvy. That's kind of interesting, but I think he's better under streetwise, in all honesty. And he what? Where's jobs? Actually, let's give him a goal. 53. Gain riches. All right, so Anthony's about that bag. He is about that bag. And his first look is 1. He's kind of uncanny. Kind of like an uncanny style, I guess. And his initial disposition. Uncooperative. All right. Well, that's fine. We can change that. So we're going to spend a blood, magnetism him with false friend. And we're going to exploit it. So we get to add our dots of magnetism to him, to this roll, charm, and we're socializing at Light Nightclub. So that gives us +2. And that's 13, and +2 gives us... Actually, I'm going to cool him... no, wait. I'm at 3 rush. Never mind. But that does give us 15, which is stylist success, which, let's see, standard action, what would this be? Persuading someone. I guess this is, persuading someone, yeah. Or maybe it's under forming connections? Maybe it's under forming connections. We're gonna call him a skilled mortal. He's gonna be a rank 2, because he's a person, so he's a lackey. All right, cool. So he's gonna be streetwise. We now have a lackey. We have a friend and a lackey. So we have Anthony, rank 2. Streetwise, looks uncanny. Maybe he's like really pale. Maybe he's like a really pale, thin-framed kind of guy. The kind of guy that like could get in anywhere, but like looks, like through illicit means, but looks pretty uncanny. Goal, gain riches. And then I think he run like job, street crew. I think they do like petty things. So he's in charge of like a street crew who has, let's give it a random number of members. What's his rank? So 3. Street crew with 3 others. And he's our connection. And he is bloodied by me now. And I'm gonna get to the scene where this all happens, but I feel like this is just the way that goes. And they each are going to have a yeah, let's give one of them thing 91. No, animal handling 70. Nope. 67. No, these aren't making sense for a street crew. 14. Persuasion. You know what? We're gonna hold off on that because that doesn't really work super well. But like with 3 others, and we'll give them names. So, evens, male name, odds, female name. 25. That's odd name. 25. Diana. Nope, that's just 25 again. 98. Victor. 77. No, not Nathaniel. 67. Levy. All right, he's got a little street crew. There's like 4 of them, including him. They make up this little street crew, and I think the way it goes basically is that Celeste kind of walks up to him, starts talking to him, hits him with magnetism, and just kind of goes, "Hey, look, y'all are looking for money. I'm looking for a crew. Work for me, and we can get things set up. I've got a location." So we got an experienced ghoul and like a small crew, and I think with them we'll basically we gotta figure out like a market to corner, basically. This is a vampire game. I think the obvious one is probably drugs or money laundering. Let's oh, you know what? That tech savvy that we had earlier? I know what to do with it. They deal in black market tech. They're like selling like stolen stereos and stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna give them a better storefront and basically just be like, look, I can keep the cops off your back and such, and just give me a percentage cut, and he's gonna agree to it because now he's bloodied by me, and we all get to make money. So I think that's gonna give me a rank, and yeah, and I think that that's gonna, we definitely have done a decent amount to do that. We have a source of income. So let's roll to finish that out. 9 plus 6. So what? 8, yeah, that's completed. So there's that one. So we just get I guess renown. Like we've basically just been like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some money. We're gonna have them dealing black market things. So like right now we're electronics fence, I guess. Which isn't terribly interesting, but it doesn't need to be. Best crimes aren't, I guess. And we're gonna I know, we're gonna have Anthony help us find these missing ghouls. And yeah, so we'll, I think what this is, that we're basically gonna have the next night happen. It's the next day, so we're down a little bit. They're all set up in there, and Celeste comes in with like her little dossier things and is like, hey, put the word out on the street, find these people, see if you can do that. Gather up the information you can, and I think that's gonna be a mind roll. Using his experience, and he's bloodied by me. So do I get any bonuses for this? Bloodied by you. Oh, bloody connection mark. Right. All right. So that already gives me that. Nice. Uh, Finding them their help and desperate. All right. So yeah, we have Anthony, and he's our main lacking. He's got runners for him, so they're gonna do that. So I guess this would be a mind check to see what happens and see if anyone pulls anything up. +1 because of his expertise. Well, that sucks, because that's a 9. That's a failure. Shit. All right, let's see what happens. 96. Roll twice. Oh, fuck you. 31. 31. Oh. Consequence of earlier choices, decrease appropriate meter. And a 9. A group you care about is exposed to danger, lose rush. Oh, shit. Individual group I care about is in danger. So we lose rush. And then I think we'll go with clarity, because I think what it is that one of his guys, there's 3 of them, one, so we'll go with the first one. Diana. I think Diana comes back to like the hideout that we have, and she's hurt. And Diana gets hurt when asking about the ghouls. And why is that? Why is that? Let's take a look at that again. I want to know the exact wording of that one. It was a decrease meter. Consequences of an earlier choice. Ooh, I think this is when Lyla calls, and Lyla calls and is like, she's all like, you really need to do better at sending people out there looking for people, but if you have time to do that, you have time to do a favor for me. And let's see what her conversation markers are. 98. Trust, 86. Polite, okay, not super helpful, but kind of helpful. So she's very polite about it. She's trusting us with action. Do 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 do. Let's go for an action. Maybe that'll help. 66. We need to. She needs us to manipulate. Manipulate someone. Okay. Manipulate what? Let's try it. What's that? 5. Manipulate an agreement. Okay. Manipulate an agreement between two factions, I guess. So let's figure out who the two factions are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between Lost, Shadows, and Forgotten Knights. So she wants us to manipulate an agreement between them. So we need to figure out what the agreement is first. So let's put this on our missions. This is for Lyla and let's look at missions. Let's look at the missions so that way I can do this right. Missions, committing a mission. Do any complex mission to take? A somewhat challenging mission. I feel like this is like a rank 3 mission. Manipulate agreement between LS and FN. Somewhat challenge. I feel like 3. Like I don't think it should be this long, like that long term. I think 2 is better. It's difficult, but like it's not super long term. Like there's a time crunch, so we can't be that involved. And what's the agreement about? Let's do that. Agreement is over what? Guess we'll go action team. 17. Conquer. 55. Memory. Conquer memory. Conquer memory. Let's try another action. 33. Dominate memory. Ooh, so there's an agreement. About dominating a memory. Ooh, I know. Nora's memory. So I think with this, we are establishing right now that where is it? Where's my faction sheet? Faction sheet, where'd you there you are. That the Lost Shadows, one of their powers is something to do with memory. So let's see what the powers are real quick. Force control, base single action. Might be control that I end up going with, but I just want to double check. Another person's aura, veil, you can make objects change. Yes, so control. Control, command someone as long as you want. You can give someone a suggestion they'll believe despite their own memory or sense. Since you can get failure and permanently rewrite target person. So, yeah, one of their powers is control. Wrong column. Powers. Control. So that's what's getting established right now, is that one of their, and they have this monopoly on it. And there's some sort of, so that's what we have to stop. Or at least manipulate the agreement. Ooh. Manipulate though in what way? Like for it to be like to stop it? Or to make it happen, or to get a deal cut in? Ooh, no, Lyla's calling in the favor, so she needs it to happen, but she needs us to manipulate it in some way. Maybe to have it. Ooh. To get Lyla to learn. Which clan was Lyla a part of? Daughters of Blood, right? So maybe they don't have that power. So manipulate it to benefit Lyla. But wouldn't she already be like learn it? All right. No, let's look up a thing. Manipulate it in what way? We have to manipulate it in, let's see, 60. To hide it? No, that doesn't make sense. 97. Transform, nope. 11. Challenge. Challenge it. Ooh. Manipulate to challenge it. They're gonna take no. They're making a deal with the queen to take Nora's memory, but she's basically calling in the favor basically because we tried to go talk to David and we couldn't talk to Nora, and they're gonna wipe Nora's memories, but we need to intervene. So she's calling in her favor to get us to do that because she can't in her place, and it might horribly blow up in our face and get us killed. Awesome. So, challenge the agreement. Alrighty, so in this episode we have gained a new ghoul, which let's make a pulse track for him right here on this sheet with Eddie. We'll just do this. Anthony, pulse track. And let's see here. Connections. Let's see. Maximum pellet rank +2. So his is 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And he's got an expertise. So yeah, let's put some stuff here so that way we can. Oh, bloody hell, there's connections. Eddie. Affection. Friend. And then Anthony is expertise. Streetwise. Resources. 3-man crew. There we go. 3-man crew and income. There we go. And we'll grab him paperclip because now we got Eddie. We got Eddie for when we got feels and when we want to feel like a person. And then we got Anthony for when we need to bust heads. I think that's how it's going to work. So we'll need to get him probably kitted out, or he can probably take care of himself. Yeah. There we go. So we got a couple ghouls. We got a little crew. And yeah, so we got a little crew set up. We got some money coming in from some black market electronics sales and probably some minor fencing and such. And we have to and next time we're gonna go forth and try and break up this agreement for like erasing Nora's memories, because we need those memories. She has info possibly on Mira's missing ghouls, which I think also is this kind of a thing for that? No, this is a problem that is in the way of that. But that's it for today. Everyone have fun out there, and do your best. Pretend to be vampires.